I know today it felt like fall outside, but here inside the hockey rink, it is officially winter. Hockey season is back across Michigan, and an awesome matchup to kick up our coverage all season long on the prep. Couple of top 10 teams across the state colliding. It's Clarkston, one of the best out of Division I, against maybe the very best team in Division III. Clearly one of the best teams in the entire state. Marquette has made the trip down from all the way up in the UP to take on Clarkston. Welcome high above the rink, and you got a couple of guys who are back in their happy place. We're watching a hockey game again. With Ben Holden, I'm Evan Stockton. Ben, there's a lot of people following along the state, excited to watch this hockey game tonight. Couple of top 10 teams. What's the early scout on these two spots?
Well, the early scout is Marquette came down here last night. They played at St. Mary's and beat Brother Rice 5-2. They've got three big guns up front. They're led. One of them, I'm going to pick one of them to kind of highlight here. That's Brody Sheldon. Big body, 5 points on the year. They've got three guys with 5 points. Plays a flank on their power play. This is a deep, experienced Marquette team. Cal Kennedy's who I'm going to watch for this Clarkston team here today. They're a senior-laden team. He's a 6'3" kid, monstrous kid, can play the physical game, can play in front of the net. Those are guys we're going to watch here tonight.
Ben just alluded to it. Marquette's actually played a couple of games, and they've won them by a combined 13-2 score. They handled Brother Rice 5-2 last night. This is Clarkston's first game, so how do you think that factors into the situation?
Well, I think what Marquette wants to do is they're a team that, in talking to their coach, we'll hear from them in a moment, they want to roll 4 lines. I think that'll be important for them tonight. They're going to want, look, they're 16, 17, 18-year-old young men, so they're fresh, but they want to keep them as fresh as they can. So I think that'll be something to watch. Will they keep rolling 4? Clarkston, you know they're going to come out with a rocket on their back. It's their first game of the year. They've been in camp for 2 weeks. They're ready to hit somebody in another color.
Excited for this one tonight. Couple of teams that have dreams of playing at USA Hockey Arena in March, but you got to start somewhere, and they start with a really good matchup a couple of weeks before Thanksgiving. We hit a break, come on back. As Ben was saying, we're going to hear from both coaches, and we will have puck drop. Good one tonight, Clarkston and Marquette, and we've got it for you here on the prep. Hang tight. Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
Well, year 6 for you, Nathan. You got to be feeling good. You got a big smile on your face. There's always optimism when the season starts. So going into this game tonight, what do you like about the makeup of this team here early on in the season?
Yeah, we're excited about our group. I think we have a good mix of returners and new faces. For the first time in a few years, we're kind of an older group with 13 seniors. So, and obviously, like you said, at the start of the season is always fun. So everyone's kind of ready to go.
Your guys are probably ready to hit somebody in another color, I'm sure, after going head-to-head in practice here for a couple of weeks. Talk to me a little bit about the guys that you're expecting and hoping are the drivers of your hockey club up front for you. Let's start there first.
Yeah, I think, you know, again, with this group, you can kind of go down the list and you can say something about everybody. But guys like Gavin Anderson and Cal Kennedy up front, returners, and there's high expectations for them. And then on the back end, you have Braden Wagner and Ryan Wilford, who should lead the charge back there. And then we have a 4-year guy in Brady Damian. So, you know, we have, again, that's what we talk about. We have a good group of returners that have expectations and a good group of new faces that people hopefully will know who they are after tonight.
Yeah, I don't think there are too many programs in the state of Michigan that can say they've got a 4-year guy in net. I mean, how good is this young guy, and how good has he been for you, and how good does he need to be for your team here tonight?
Yeah, he's huge for us this year, right? He's going to have to, at some point, steal us games. He's been phenomenal since his freshman year for us. He's an athletic kid. I think his best attribute is he's a competitor. Every day, whether it's practice, whether it's the middle of the summer, or whether it's in the Final Four, he just competes every day. So high expectations for him as well.
Every team has a mantra, something they live by. The other day you told us that word and mantra for your team is pace. Explain what's behind that.
Yeah, we want to be a fast team. I think that's the way that the game is trending at every level. So we want to be fast. We want to be hard-nosed. We want to get up and down the ice with everybody. So that's kind of been our team identity, at least through our quote-unquote training camp the last couple weeks, is play with a high level of pace all over the ice.
Last thing for you, I know it's about your team here tonight, your opener, you're at home. But you got a Marquette team down from the UP. That's a pretty cool deal for them to come down, for you guys to play them. They had a big win last night. What's going to be key in your game tonight against them after they beat Brother Rice 5-2 last night?
Yeah, it's always special to get on their schedule. You know, in high school hockey, we don't play a ton of games, so to have teams like that on your schedule is awesome. Marquette's the same thing every year. They play fast, they play heavy, they play hard, and they play for 51 minutes. So it's going to take a full 51-minute effort. I guarantee it's going to be a tight one, just like it was for them last night. It's going to be a hard-nosed game. But again, that team, we know what we're going to get from them.
Great. Thanks for the hospitality. Thanks for everything this week, and thanks for having us. We hope to do more of these down the road. Good luck to your team tonight.
Yes, thank you for coming out.
You bet. Thanks. Barrett, back-to-back for your hockey team tonight. Talk to me about the way you guys are feeling after a big win last night, coming down here and beating Brother Rice.
Yeah, it was a good win. You know, we talk about short-term memory loss, if you will. You know, you give them a little bit of the night to enjoy it, and then, you know, it's a business trip. We wake up in the morning, we got another big opportunity today to make a statement. So we got to be ready to do it.
Love that mentality, man. Spoken like a former player and a coach that you are. That's great stuff. Talk to me a little bit about your team. What do you guys feel that you have this year, and what's really the identity you're hoping to get, or maybe you already have with this group?
Sure. I think the identity this year is going to be depth. I think that we're fortunate enough to be able to roll 4 lines. I think we got, 12, 13 solid forwards. We got 7 solid D that we feel comfortable playing in any situation on any given night against any team. So I think that's, and then, obviously our goaltending, we have some great goaltending coming back from next year. So, we're trying to build goaltending out, start defense first. We know that we have enough skill to score goals, especially on the power play and stuff like that. But, it's more about the other 98% of the game, making sure that we do everything we need to do, especially in the defensive end. And we got to execute on our forechecks in the neutral zone with our 1-2-2.
Defense leads the offense, right? Good to have good goaltending. And talk to me about your captain. He's a big part of your D-core, and what's special about him?
Yeah, Brody. I mean, he's just he's a really good leader. He's he might not be the biggest talk guy in the locker room, but he leads by example on the ice. We preach a hard-nosed kind of type of hockey. We like guys that play the right way, and he's a great example of a guy that goes in, head down, stick on puck, plays the game hard, wins his battles, and at the end of the day, that's all the game is, winning possession time, winning battles. So,
up front, who are the guys you're hoping that will drive your hockey club throughout the year, and specifically to know guys that have stepped up already? Who are those guys?
Sure. I right now, I mean, I can't pick a single guy. We have 3 lines that are scoring on a nightly basis right now. Yeah. So nice. We have a lot of good guys up front. I would say the biggest upgrade this year, I would say Skylar Blackburn has taken a big step from last year to this year. He's a big power forward. He's got a lot stronger on his feet, and B-Shell, Brody Sheldon, Seth Sandstrom. We have some talent up front, but I would say those 3 guys will find a way to get in the back of net for us.
And these are trips that you think back to when you were younger. You played in college at Northern, but I know you played youth hockey growing up. They're cool experiences, right? I mean,
team building.
You'll get home late tonight, but who cares? You'll watch 3 or 4 movies. But yeah, talk to that point.
Right. It's a team building thing. Being from so far away from quality hockey like down here. We're kind of used to taking the trips. It's
a lot of miles.
Yeah, a lot of miles. It's we laugh. We call it a parents' trip. Because the parents come down and have fun as well, get to watch their kids, and we're very thankful that they come as well, and we travel pretty good. We have some fans in the stands everywhere we go, thanks to the parents and thanks to our Marquette Army. So we're pretty privileged in that respect.
It's a great hockey city in the state of Michigan. Great to see you guys, and good luck to you tonight and the rest of the season. Thanks for this.
Thanks a lot. Hey.
Thanks, Barrett.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Do you want your school's games on the Prep? Well, find out how by contacting us today at info@theprepsports.com. We're now booking for the winter and spring sports seasons, and we've got some openings that remain in the fall for football, girls volleyball, and boys soccer. Take your school and program to the next level by elevating the game with the Prep. The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move, and it's out of here.
Every high school sporting event in the state of Michigan has one thing in common: officials. Every game, every meet, every match. Without officials, there'd be no touchdowns, no three-pointers, no face-offs. Without officials, there'd be no games. Officiating is a great way to give back to your community and stay involved with the sports you love. And officials are needed now more than ever, because without officials, it's just practice.
Barn is packed. They are ready for a little Clarkston hockey on a Saturday night. First game of the year for a team that a lot of people think is going to make a deep run this year. Top 10 in the state. The only 4 teams ranked above Clarkston in Division I to start the year are Detroit Catholic Central and Howell, who played for the state championship last year, and Heartland, who a lot of people thought was the other best team in Division I last year, not named Detroit Catholic Central. A lot of expectations for Clarkston, and a new role this year, Ben, for Marquette, bumping down to Division III. The only team picked above them in Division III in the preseason was Orchard Lake St. Mary's, who's the defending state champion. Marquette's already won a couple of games, just knocked off Brother Rice last night 5-2, and the opener for Clarkston tonight. Couple of teams that think they're going to be playing at USA Hockey Arena in March. And that journey gets cranked up in November. Puck drop, we are underway. Marquette wins it, they're in the red. Clarkston in the gold. Turnover right away, and a shot that is blocked on its way to the net. This is a deep Marquette team. Roll a bunch of guys, bunch of fresh bodies. And a quick shot in front was sticked aside by Clarkston. Their netminder Brady Damien, Ben, figures to be one of the state's best all year long.
Yeah, it's not often you have a goaltender in high school hockey that you have for 4 years. So Nathan Breyer and this Clarkston Wolves team are very fortunate to have him. At the other end, Finn Scott, the junior, making his debut here tonight. So they give both goalies an opportunity here on, this is a big trip for Marquette to come down. There's a ton of their parents, family, and friends, so it's a great opportunity for them to get on the road, do a little team bonding out of the gate.
Parent bonding as well. They had a bunch that traveled down here. Little Birdie told me there may have been a few libations enjoyed by the Marquette parents in the parking lot before the game. You would expect nothing less from a bunch of Yoopers.
We mean that with all respect.
Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding? I support it.
Yep.
As long as it's done responsibly.
Keep an eye on Brody Sheldon out there now. He's number 5. He's in the middle of the ice. He's a guy I think is going to have a big game tonight, him and Kennedy. And there it is, right on cue. Look at him get in there.
Yeah, nice stretch pass ahead. Plays it to the front. Oh, and a save by Damien. Wow! Seth Sandstrom, the best shot of the night so far. And Brady said, I don't think so.
That's the big line. They played them together last night with Eli Gustafson, a sophomore in the middle, Sandstrom, the junior. It all started with that pass ahead to Sheldon. That is high-level stuff right there. Sheldon with a great look to Sandstrom. And in talking with some of the Marquette people before the game, they said this Sandstrom kid has come on. He's going to be a big-time player, and you saw his skills there.
What a golden opportunity. Brady Damien's first couple of moments of the season, and he just passed a test. Nievenhoven walking along that red line, maneuvering in front. Waffle the backhand on net, and Damien makes a little bit of an easier save that time as you get a look at the lines that Clarkston will roll through in tonight's hockey game.
Yeah, really, really talented groups. 14 seniors. They've got 20 on their roster, and that top line is going to really drive them here. They hope they're all going to drive them. Anderson in the middle with Truby and Kennedy, who I talked about at the outset of the show. I think he's a player that's going to be a very dangerous player throughout the year in the state of Michigan. He wears number 18 for Clarkston.
Cal Kennedy striding ahead.
Look at the size of him, Evan.
Yeah, he is a big man. One of the assistant captains for Clarkston. Love the size this group has got. Puck loose in the slot, now steered to the near corner. Riley Nevenhoven hoping to find a teammate on that far side of the ice. Riley still controls, now stuck in the corner. Clarkston creates the turnover. Blue line shot, and it's swallowed by Finn Scott. You know is happy to have just made that first save of the hockey game tonight.
Yeah, after seeing his counterpart at the other end make a highlight reel grade A save right in tight there. That was a beautiful stop by Brady Damien. And You know, I think for Clarkston, one of the things you asked me about their first game, you're always pumped for that. You're pumped for every game, but first game, just don't cross the line. Play your game. Don't cross the line. Don't cross the edge. Just do what you do, and I think things will be good for Clarkston here tonight.
A lot of continuity on both of these teams. They both return about 15 guys from last year's teams. Neither team made USA Hockey Arena last year. Both have those dreams this year. Marquette hasn't won a state championship since 2008, when technically 2 teams won it that year.
Yeah.
You may remember that amazing 8 overtime game that Marquette and Orchard Lake St. Mary's played.
That's insane. The rule changed because of it.
Walker into the offensive zone, put it wide. Been a miscommunication at the blue line, and then Clarkston overskates the puck a couple of times. Jensen back to get it for Marquette. Not only did they beat Brother Ice 5-2 last night, they beat Negaunee 8-0 in their first game of the year. Cole Gibson played it back. Aller held it at the blue line for Clarkston. Gibson back to the blue line, playing pitch and catch with Aller. Shot blocked at the top of the circle, and Marquette trying to clear the zone, throws it into their bench. This faceoff should remain in that Marquette defensive zone.
Yeah, it will. It'll be in that circle on the left side of the ice, and Clarkston with a lot of talent, as we've touched on, a lot of returning guys. That continuity is so important. They've had 2 weeks of training camp, and guys familiar with one another can see some of what they want to do. They want to work that low to high stuff as they came out early on in the first couple shifts trying to do that.
Nice long strides by the blue liner Spagnuolo. Shot sticked aside by Damien. Damien played a lot for Clarkston last year. Excellent in conference play. Working on him in front. Damien standing tall. That puck is still loose, and they got to blow the whistle because the net went careening off its moorings.
Shots are 5-1, Evan, in favor of Marquette. They have been very aggressive, as you'll see here, getting to the front of the paint. Brady Damien, a senior, but and Nathan Breyer said he's one of those undersized guys, but he sees the puck, he finds it. You don't have to be 6'3" to play goalie, but what he has is experience, and you can see he's calm in the crease because Marquette has made it very clear they're going to go hard to the paint all night.
Brady's got experience on the team, as we've talked about. 4 years on varsity, but his brother Trey also used to play on the team. Those bloodlines are deep for the Damians on Clarkston hockey last couple of years. Madela helped to clear the zone for Marquette. They're coming into the offensive zone with some pace again. Feeding back to the blue line, Spagnuolo. Shot was blocked. Puck loose in the near corner. Spagnuolo holds the blue line beautifully. You never know Marquette played last night with the pace they've played early in this hockey game.
No, they're teenage young men, but yeah, they've come out. They've had more jump in this game so far.
You know, it's got to be frustrating for Clarkston, Ben, because their coaching staff was telling us in the lead up to this game, the way Marquette's playing is the way Clarkston wants to play, with a lot of pace.
Yep.
That will be an ice. Friendly reminder for you as you get back used to watching Michigan high school hockey again. Even on an icing, you can change.
Correct. It's not like the NHL rule or the college rule. You can do that. I like the aggressiveness of the back end of Marquette, making those long passes ahead. We've seen them earlier. They sprung Sheldon on a play. That's something they want to do. They want to push the pace.
Nice save right off the face-off by Scott. A couple of saves for Finn. Nice back check. Clarkston working hard, but they turn the puck over. Backhand shot goes wide from Aho. Aho perched behind the net. He's got that puck back. Turning to the forehand and feeding the blue line. Caleb Aho all over the ice on this shift. His shot is sticked over the net. Didn't have enough steam to get to the mesh behind the net. Marquette gets extra bodies to it again. And this time they turn the puck over. Clarkston will get it out to neutral ice. Nifty move by Tanner Gray to get away from one, and that allows Clarkston to change the bodies.
Throwing the old backside into him there. A nice play, a little reverse hit.
Like Swatter, passing to the middle. Drew Seeding, an offside play. Jaden Gabor, the guy he was hoping to find, but Clarkston was early into the zone. That's offside.
Seeding's a player that Nathan Breyer told us about. He said he's one of those under-the-radar guys. Thinks he's going to have a big coming-out party. There's that reverse hit there. That's smart hockey right there. Get the backside, turn it, take him out of the play, deliver a little bit of a blow. That's a good play turned in there by Gray.
Ben, I know you play here a lot. How often are you using that move in your Peer League games?
Well, we don't play in this rink a lot. Every now and then. This is the Olympic ice. But yeah, I've been known to put the backside out, throw a little reverse hit from time to time, Evan.
I love it. Nice move. Walking in front. I think that hit the crossbar.
Did.
There's Brody Sheldon again.
Yep.
What an opportunity.
That kid is really, really talented. He's one of 3 players with 3 goals and 2 assists for 5 points. He and Blackburn and Gustafson, those are the 3 guys so far. There's that stretch pass again, Evan.
Sandstrom just missing Sheldon. They wave off the icing. Puck steered out to center. Speed coming ahead. Gavin Anderson. Lift on the pass. They're high on Gavin coming into this season. Creates the turnover. Pass in front. Defended well by Matulowicz. There's a couple of Matulowitzes on the team. There's Dylan and Tyler. Dylan plays defense. Tyler plays up front.
Top line back out, at least the top line on the line chart out there again for Clarkston with Kennedy, but Marquette, here they come again, Evan.
Spagnolo, great pass. Marquette into the offensive zone.
Ooh.
Body knocked down, no whistle, and Spagnolo overskated the puck. This could be a 3-on-1. Kennedy shot, and Scott got a piece with a glove.
Oh, rising bullet. There's the strength, the power I kind of teased you with from Cal Kennedy. He's a 2008 birth year. Look at the size of this kid. Just getting a piece of that with Scott. That was labeled far top corner under the bar there. He can rip the puck, he can skate, he can defend. Like what I've seen from him so far tonight.
They'll rely on that captain Wilford in the back a lot.
Yep.
Kennedy, the guy who just took the shot, they're expecting him to score more goals this year. He only scored 1 last year.
That's hard to believe.
Yeah, right? And Dreesen couldn't clear the zone. Pawed down well. Slot shot, save made. Oh, that thing had some smoke on it. Nice save by Scott again.
There he is again, making things happen out there, Evan, finding space.
Truby passing in front, couldn't get it. And Marquette now ices the puck just to breathe. Clarkston starting to flip the script a little bit as we roll on in the first period.
They are, Evan. That's the best shift of the night for Anderson, Truby, and Kennedy. And Kennedy was the guy that was the catalyst on that shift for them all the way through. He had a couple of grade A looks. Here's the second one. I thought the one from the right circle was a better look, even though he's straight on there. It looked like he had more on that shot that was from the circle, but he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and that's good to see him shooting the puck.
No goals yet in this hockey game, but good pace. Couple of teams, early stages of the season, eager to get on the ice and play a real game. Oh, big hit! Oh, hello, Jack Pond laid the lumber.
Welcome to the season.
Happened right in front of the Marquette bench, too. You know they love that. Just missed Pond on the zone entry. He's got it behind the net. Aller took him down behind the net. No call. Pond working hard on this shift. Back to the blue line for a knuckleballing shot tipped wide. Rolling behind the net. Hart's overskated the puck for Marquette. Another big hit. Clarkston bench wanted a whistle. They didn't get it. And now Pond was knocked down hard. Man, there were a couple of moments there that easily could have been called a penalty.
Nothing yet. 2 referees. 1 linesman working the game.
Long shot from the blue line was saved by Damien. Brissett took the shot. Marquette's got to change the bodies. A long physical shift for those 5 guys on the ice.
Yeah, it was. And pace picking up here. And see if Clarkston can win a D-zone draw here. But a couple of big hits laid. That one there, close. Referees letting it go. And then the rebuttal thereafter. And we play on.
Shot blocked. Blackburn took that from a tough angle and through a lot of traffic. Out to center it comes. Clarkston coming ahead with speed, 2-on-2. Passing to the front, and the puck goes wide. Bodies behind the net. Kennedy's got it again. Blind backhand in front. Tipped by a Marquette defenseman. They could not clear the zone. Truby kept. And now the Sentinels will get it out to center.
I like the coaching here, Evan. Nathan Breyer getting that big line right back out for Clarkston.
Here's Wilford, their senior captain. Been on the team since his freshman season. Long shot. Scott makes the save. Worth it to test that junior netminder.
Yep. We'll talk with Ryan Wilford at the end of the first period.
Long pass from Lemire. Missed its intended target at the red line.
First time you've called his name tonight. Brody Lemire, he's a senior captain, 3-year player. Really good leader. We'll talk to him at the start of the second period.
Marquette gets extra bodies to the puck. They're going to change men behind the play. Puck stopped at the Clarkston bench, and they find an open man near side of the ice. Shot. Save Scott. And he swallows for a whistle on that wrist shot from Drew Swanson.
Yeah, I would have liked to seen Swanson get in a little tighter there, maybe. I mean, I like the shot mentality, but he had a little bit of room there. Not a lot. Maybe another step he could have got in there to maybe try to bring that high blocker side, but nevertheless, nothing wrong with a shot and an ozone draw.
Face-off win by Clarkston. Puck played to the far corner. Bodies Kareen. Marquette grabs it with Eli Gustafson. Quick stretch pass ahead. Seth Strandstrom colliding with bodies. Those Marquette parents wanted a call. They didn't get it. Spagnuolo takes a whack, keeps on going.
Snapped his stick.
And we do get a whistle.
Yep.
I believe they called interference on Marquette. And it's on Spagnuolo. You can't believe it. Number 7 in red is looking around going, how in the world could you call that on me? And after all that physical play in the first 11 minutes of the hockey game, that's the penalty we get that sends Clarkston to the first power play.
Well, let's take a look here, and we got the luxury of taking a look at it here. I mean, the puck's gone.
It's probably one of those deals, letter of the law, that's the call. But
Yeah.
with the way that it's been officiated in the first 11 minutes.
Yeah. Well, first PP of the night of the season for Clarkston.
In front, they score that fast. Mike Truby's got goal number 1 of the season for Clarkston.
That'll make the coach smile. Just how you want to start the season on the power play. Mikey Truby, sophomore, another big body for Clarkston. Get a piece of that, get it back to him. Down on one knee and sends it home. And the first goal here in 25-26. In tight, grade A scoring area. You got to bury from there, and Truby did for a 1-0 lead.
A lot of people think he's one of the best sophomore hockey players in Michigan. Ooh, nice glove save by Scott. Thrown to the net by Jaden Gabor. And Scott makes the save after the Truby goal. 4 seconds into the power play.
Yep.
And Clarkston's got a 1-0 lead.
Can't ask for more than that. You know they've worked on that for the last couple weeks, and now they get to put it to work here in a game situation, and that is perfect execution from the Wolves power play unit.
Coming into the year, Clarkston was looking for someone to take the reins production-wise. They lost their 3 top scorers from last year. Guys who were combined for over 100 points.
Ooh.
Trey Damien, Frank Stanek, and Kyle Lynch all gone.
That's a pile of points to replace.
Sure
Wow.
is. So very encouraging, you'd think, for Clarkston to get a goal on that first power play.
Yeah.
Saw some of those worries, right?
Yeah, for sure. And, you know, I like what I've seen so far tonight from Kennedy. Obviously, the goal from Truby. I think this Kennedy is going to be a real problem throughout the year. He's got all the tools. You can see it. But the one thing that they have to maybe replace some of that, Evan, as the puck went out of play there for Nathan Breyer, is seniors. 14 seniors on this roster out of 20 guys. Experience is invaluable. I mean, they have plenty of experience, so guys are now, I mean, you said Kennedy had 1 goal last year. I can't believe that.
Yeah.
but now is his time to shine. And some of these other players like Truby and some other names on their roster, that it's their time to step into the spotlight.
You know, there's that cliche in sports, and you hear it a lot this time of year, college football, college basketball. Don't rebuild, but reload.
Yeah.
I mean, truly, both these programs have the institutional knowledge and everything they've built up over the years where truly they don't rebuild, they reload. So even Clarkston could lose all that scoring, but they go, okay, we got a bunch of guys coming back from yesterday anyway.
Yep. Yeah, and one thing, you know, it's been many years since I played in Marquette in high school, but one of the things that Marquette had to deal with for a long period of time was they had a AAA team up there, the Marquette Electricians, and in talking to their radio guys who were awesome guys, appreciate their time, that's been gone for 10 years. So now these kids want to play for the high school team. Not that they didn't before, but it was more of a competition back when. But even their coach, their interim coach, Barrett Kibe, said, if we got a guy that we think can play the AAA level, we'll send him down to Little Caesars or whatever. They're supportive of that, but it's great. My point is, it's great for the community and the high school in Marquette that they have more kids. They even have a JV team as well, so they have more kids to work with and develop.
And you and I see it a lot, specifically covering the high school hockey here in Metro Detroit. That's a battle a lot of these programs fight, where it's tough to keep the good players there because they go play AAA or whatever the case may be.
Yep. So it's good to see for a great hockey city in the great state of Michigan, Marquette.
Skylar Blackburn tied up in the corner. At Truby goal a couple of minutes ago, has given Clarkston the 1-0 lead. And maybe they get another coming here. Gray was taken off the play well by Marquette, and they're about to go on their first power play as Trey Savola was tripped.
So I want to be able to see, I hope we can see the replay of this play, because I want to talk about Brody Lemire here and the great defensive play. Their captain came back. The one thing that the coach has said to us, he's very heady, he's very smart. Watch 19 here. Gets a stick on it. That doesn't seem like much, but that's a potential 2-on-1 that he negates, and a very, very good heady play by Brody Lemire, the captain of Marquette.
Walker the trip. Clarkston scored 4 seconds into their first power play of the season.
See if they can beat that.
Yeah, let's see if Marquette on their first power play tonight. 3, 4, 5. It's not going to happen.
Maybe the next one.
Clarkston does get it down the ice. Getting a look at some of their killers here.
Yep.
Wilford will do work in the back. He's their captain, expected to be maybe their best all-around player this year, certainly their best blue liner.
Oh, no question. Keep an eye on Brody Sheldon, number 5. If Marquette can get this puck in and set up, he'll play on one of the flanks. He's got a big shot out there. Looks like him carrying the puck in here. They want to get set up. No, he's on the far side.
Belkowski put it in front. That puck is loose, and Damian got a piece. Marquette gets bodies to it, far side of the ice. Setting up that power play, trying to tie it.
Ooh.
Wrist shot goes wide.
There he was.
Big rip. And now they got to skate back to get it. Marquette will shuffle some of the bodies here. Clarkston changed some guys too. Still about half the power play to go here for Marquette. They're 2-0 to start the year. They've scored 13 goals so far this year.
Not a bad average.
Back to the blue line it comes. Caleb Aho. Forward playing D on this power play. Oh, that actually hit an official. Tough break, and Clarkston can clear because of it.
Yep. Half a minute to go. Plenty of time here. But Clarkston putting a little bit of heat on.
One last rush. Got to go quick. Sandstrom spiked it off the boards. Clarkston did get it all the way down the ice. Truby racing after the puck. Truby shorthanded. In front, sticked away by Scott. Power play killed off by Clarkston. We're back to 5-on-5 as Walker will race to the bench. His tripping penalty is over. Spagnuolo back forward for Marquette. They'll change some men behind the play. Aho will step ahead. Rim it around that roulette wheel. Damian couldn't stop it behind the net. Wolves steer it to center. Nice back-checking work by Marquette. They take a puck away. They can stride ahead with speed. Matala passing. Far side of the ice. Just missed Pond. And Belkowski couldn't keep the zone. Mike Truby's goal on the power play, 4 seconds into it, about 11 minutes into the hockey game. Slot shot goes wide. Hartz took the shot, got deflected in front by a Wolf. Clarkston hockey team trying to turn around the weekend. Their football team lost at home last night by almost 30 points to Catholic Central. Under a minute to go in this first period of the season for Clarkston. Marquette possessing in the offensive zone. Pass in front, Damian made the save. And a quick whistle as the net was off its moorings again. And now we get some guys meeting each other. Hey, you start whacking at your netminder, you're going to hear about it. Belkowski, one of the men in front for Marquette. They are taking a couple of men to the box here, as you'll get a look at the end of this play. Damian's helmet came off, and guys started whacking at each other. Zach Schackermeyer, number 7, is in the box for Clarkston, and Colton Hartz is in the box for Marquette. We'll still roll 5-on-5. And they'll bring the face-off to neutral ice here. When the first period ends, we'll hear from Ben Holden, rinkside, talking to members of both teams. Thanks again to the coaching staffs for Clarkston and Marquette before the game, giving us a chance to chat with them. Doug Garrow, the head coach for Marquette, is suspended to start the season. So Barrett Kive, the acting head coach, chatted with Ben. Barrett played his college hockey up in northern Michigan, said he loved it so much he didn't want to leave. Now he's on the coaching staff here in Marquette. Walker coming ahead for Clarkston. Stopped, lost his edge, and now Marquette can come ahead. They play it into the offensive zone. They've got numbers. Behind the net with 10 seconds to go in the first period. Trying to get it back to the blue line, but pitchforked out to center. And that will kill off the end of the first period. The first period of the season for Clarkston. Mike Truby scores on the power play, 4 seconds into that power play, which came 11 minutes into the hockey game. And they got a 1-0 lead on one of the best teams in the state, Marquette. Clarkston, one of the best in the state, regardless of division. They're top 5 in Division I. They're top 10 in the state. Marquette, top 10 in the state. And the best team in Division III, not named, Orchard Lake St. Mary's. "17 minutes in each high school period. So we got 30-40 more to go. Shots in that period, Marquette won it 9-6. Marquette was controlling the shot battle in the first few minutes of that period, but Clarkston closed strong, and they got the 1-0 lead after 17 minutes of hockey. Let's go down to Ben.
Playing here to begin your season here tonight.
I mean, it's always great just getting to play with your guys for something that actually matters. It's always the best feeling having fans in the crowd, too. So.
Yeah, I'm really impressed. This is a great turnout for you guys. Awesome to see here in the state of Michigan for high school hockey. What do you like about the first period? What stood out? What do you guys feel good about?
I think our forecheck was great. Our forwards keep getting deep. I think we need to work a little bit on our D zone, just letting guys dump in, but out of this period.
Well, the power play's in pretty good order. You've obviously practiced there. Took you 4 seconds. What'd you see on the goal by Truby?
Front the net.
Lastly, for you, I know it's a team thing, but what's it mean for you to be the captain of this team here? You're one of the leaders on this team this year. What's that mean to you?
It means a lot. I mean, getting to lead your guys, just be. It's good.
Great. Thanks for this. Good luck. We'll see you down the road. Evan back, the captain of Clarkston. Lead here out.
Appreciate it, guys. Thanks to Ryan for his time. Ben getting in a few steps, getting down to the dressing room. Hey, look, it's a Saturday night, so we may as well interview people down by the dressing room, right? We'll get a break. Clarkston's got a 1-0 lead after 17 minutes of hockey. It's the third game of the year for Marquette, the first for Clarkston, but you never know it. They're battling hard early on.
Parents Changing Spaces is a locally owned, free senior living referral and placement service. They help families who have loved ones that can no longer independently care for themselves find a place to live. They work with families across Southeast Michigan to find all types of senior housing, including assisted living, memory care, and residential care homes. In addition, if your loved one is in need of some assistance but not yet ready to make a move, they can provide guidance and resources for in-care home givers, physical and occupational therapy, transportation, and much more. Parents Changing Spaces service is complimentary and of no charge to you. Give them a call today, 844-772-7368, to learn how they can help your family.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move, and it's out of here. Want to thank our food sponsor tonight, Smokey G's Smokehouse, located at 2670 Atwater Street in Detroit. Get them at 313-693-2533, the best smokehouse in the D.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
Clarkston's got the 1-0 advantage on Marquette after 17 minutes of hockey. Their captain is downstairs standing by with Ben Holden.
Thoughts on the opening period for you guys? What stands out the most, and how you feeling?
I feel pretty good. Wish we would have had and should have been called, and penalty. Be ready for.
Fortunately, Brody, Lemire cutting in and out. So technical difficulties. Appreciate Brody's time. Appreciate Ben running down there as well. Brody, the coaching staff, spoke very highly of him coming into this hockey game. Returner from last year's team, 11 points in 25 regular season games last year. Brody's been on the varsity team at Marquette for 3 years, which is no small feat with the amount of hockey talent they churn out up there in the UP. Counting down to the start of the second period. Fun night of hockey to open up our season officially on the Prep. Clarkston leads it 1-0 after 17 minutes.
All right, this is Adam. Take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Barre Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596-0002, visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
Hi guys, my name is Chloe. I am from West Plainfield, Michigan. I love Pure Barre for a number of reasons, but the main reason is the space it provides us members to unwind, get a good workout in, and just come as you are. Love Pure Barre. Love you, Bridget. Go Pure Barre.
Hi, my name is Savannah,
And I'm Tanner, and we're from Farmington Hills, Michigan.
and we love Pure Barre.
Hi, I'm Shannon, and this is my friend Lisa.
Hello.
And we love Pure Barre because it's a great community. I get to work out with great people, and we have any fit level that can come, any age. You get a great workout within an hour. You don't waste time, and you're getting the full effect of Pure Barre.
And everyone's fabulous.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jessica from Novi, and I love coming here to Pure Barre Novi. It's an awesome workout. I've been coming here for years. It is always challenging no matter how long you come. I love it. Strength, flexibility, all the best things, but the best part is the wonderful community. There's awesome women to support and encourage each other on our fitness goals.
I have been a member of Pure Barre for 2.5 years, and I love the variety of class formats. I really enjoy the sense of community here. When my daughter's in town, we have our mom and daughter days, working out and talking at the bar. I look forward to class, and I feel great after.
One thing that I love about Pure Barre is that it's low impact, but you get a great workout from it.
Hi everyone, my name is Amy and I am here at Pure Barre Novi, which is the best place in the world. I'm so excited. Did you know that Pure Barre is literally everything? Give it a shot. It's all about accountability and it's all about you.
Every high school sporting event in the state of Michigan has one thing in common: officials. Every game, every meet, every match. Without officials, there'd be no touchdowns, no three-pointers, no face-offs. Without officials, there'd be no games. Officiating is a great way to give back to your community and stay involved with the sports you love. And officials are needed now more than ever, because without officials, it's just practice.
Love Piece and Threads Design Bar, a unique new fashion experience in downtown Milford. Get ready to elevate your style by stepping foot in their design shop. Love Piece and Threads Design Bar offers specialized collections of custom apparel. They've got custom denim jackets and sweatshirts to dresses and hats, and they've got a variety of options to choose from. Whether you're looking for a one-of-a-kind piece or you want to set a new fashion trend, their store has got you covered with endless customization options. But that's not all. Their design bar is also the perfect place for a fun and creative night out. And you can do a celebration, book a party, and bring the full experience. Gather your family or friends and design your own custom jacket, complete with patches and your own personal touches, and unleash your imagination and create something truly special with their hands-on design experience. Love Piece Threads Design Bar is more than just a store. It's a place where fashion meets creativity and community. The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
Starting the second period. Clarkston 1, Marquette nothing. Game 3 of the year for Marquette, game 1 of the year for Clarkston. Clarkston, one of the best in Division 1. Marquette may be the best in Division 3 this year. Both these teams top 10 in the statewide rankings. Clarkston trying to hunt down Detroit Catholic Central. Catholic Central beat Howell 4-2 at USA Hockey Arena the other night. Marquette is the only team in Division 3 ranked behind Orchard Lake St. Mary's. Eagles coming into the year #1 after winning the state championship last year. Ben, you and I have called a lot of St. Mary's hockey the last couple of years.
Yep.
Covering that program the last couple of years, it felt like they were right on the doorstep. Happy to see them get the job done last year.
Yep, Brian's got a really good program, and there's Kennedy out there with that puck. He had 2 shots in the opening period.
This is a 2-on-0, save twice. Finn Scott take a bow. It was a 2-on-0, no passing, just a shot. And then Finn made the first shot and then saved the second one, 2 on the rebound. How about that?
Boy, that end of the rink, that crease has been outstanding to both goaltenders, because early in the game, Brady Damien, to begin the game, had to make a 10-beller in front on the Sheldon line. And then, yes, 2-on-0 clean, walking right in. A kick save with a pad and the butte. Got the right pad out there. And I was going to say, we mentioned Kennedy with 2 shots in the opening period. Sheldon had 3 shots. And Evan, every shot in the game has been below the circles. I love that from both these teams. Aggressive, grade A scoring chances. Don't play perimeter hockey. Get that puck in the grade A chance area and shoot it, and that's what both teams have done.
Man, if Marquette comes back and wins this hockey game, circle that moment.
Oh, yeah.
Clarkston right out of the dressing room getting another goal.
Yep.
Would have been gigantic.
Sure would have.
Nice break into the offensive zone and a nice stick. Well done by Cooper Aller. Got his stick to it on that rush into the offensive zone from Marquette. Sheldon after the puck. Brody stepping away from pressure. Passing in front. Ooh. Now a big slap shot, and Damien makes the save. That puck found its way to Belkowski. Lucas had a rip, but Brady Damien was ready.
Yeah, good shot. Like the shot from Belkowski there. Big wind-up clapper from about 20 feet away, and both goalies playing well. Again, Brady Damien, a 4-year guy in net. Undersized, but he's active, he's quick. Neither one of these goaltenders are huge, but they're both playing really well here tonight in this game. And as a result, just a 1 goal on the power play from Clarkston back in period 1.
Jensen takes the face-off from Marquette. Lost it to Walker. Puck still loose. Damien right to a Marquette player. In front, they tie it. The rebound control was poor. Cooper Andreessen found it and tied the hockey game.
Good things happen when you nose through the trash, and that's exactly what he did here. Again, the aggressive nature of Marquette right on top of the paint. You're going to score a ton of goals from there. That's a great heads-up play by the junior forward, Andreessen. Stick down, finds the loose puck, buries it, and the game's even at 1.
If you ever played hockey growing up, if you heard it once, you heard it a million times. Just throw the puck on net. Good stuff happens.
Get it at the net.
And that was a living example of it.
That's perfect. That's great hockey. It's not flashy, it's not pretty, but it's darn effective. And both these coaches, they pride themselves on that. They want their teams to be, you hear it all the time in hockey, you hear 200-foot game. Play it in every zone, play it hard, push the pace. They're both doing that tonight. That's a great job by Andreessen in front to get the game tied at 1.
Now it's Gavin Anderson taking the face-off and losing it for Clarkston. Puck smacked off the high glass and out to center. Wilford had it, but they blow the play dead. They call hand pass, and that will bring the puck into the defensive zone for Clarkston. O-zone face-off coming up for Marquette. Busy night of hockey. Wings at home tonight, about to play 2 games in 2 days. Big win for the Wings the other night against the Ducks. Such a hot start to the season, and then it cooled off a little bit. Back to the blue line. Shot was blocked. Marquette still holds that blue line with Jamison Sandstrom. Clarkston trying to get it out of the zone. Truby, the goal scorer, sandwiched by a couple of Marquette players, but that puck does find its way to center. It came all the way on Damian. Anderson tried to play it down with his glove, and he almost smacked it into the net.
Almost an own goal, as you'd say.
Sandstrom. This one offside play. Metella had to vacate the zone. Up the near boards. Clarkston plays it back to their blue line, and Jamison Sandstrom.
Oh, what a stick.
Trying to find Hartz on that breakout pass, but Clarkston sticked it. Now they take a long shot, and Finn Scott makes the save.
So I believe you said it was Anderson that tried to knock that puck down. Anderson just made a great play with his stick there, the one that I reacted to there out in the neutral zone there. Great play by Gavin Anderson, one of their alternate captains and a senior. As you see Clarkston come in here, and just the end of that last sequence there on that shot attempt, but I would have loved to have seen that replay of Anderson. Maybe we can show it. It's a great stick. Great stick play. You got to use that stick, use the reach, use the length, and he did a great job of it there.
Drew Seeding, deliberating and walking behind the net. Feels like Clarkston just hasn't had as much sustained pressure in the offensive zone tonight as Marquette.
You're right.
But they do have the game tied on that early power play goal from Truby 11 minutes in.
Yep. I think 5-on-5 throughout the game. To your point, yeah, the power play goal, I think it's close, but I'd give the edge 5-on-5 so far to Marquette in the game, but a lot of game left.
Scott steers it behind the net. Smacked up the boards and not out. Nice job by Clarkston holding the zone far side of the ice. Now swung back to the near side. Wrist shot off Scott's glove. Wagner took the shot for Clarkston. Braden holds the zone well. Loose puck. Smacked ahead by Marquette. Lucas Belkowski, what a skater he is. Belkowski into the offensive zone. And then he lost the puck as he tried to spin free. Nice move by Marquette, wielding away in the offensive zone with Skylar Blackburn. Blackburn still got that puck. Still got it. Finally gives it up. Walking the blue. Wrist shot, tipped high and wide. Walker couldn't clear the zone. Loose puck, high slot. Swing and a miss on the wrist shot. And finally, Clarkston clears the zone.
Great pressure from Marquette. Trying to get it right back in and catch a tired group out there for Clarkston, but they get a break and get it in deep, and they're able to change.
5 minutes into this second period, and Andreessen has scored to tie it up for Marquette. Coming downstate, trying to get 2 wins in 2 days. Wrist shot, score! That puck had eyes. The senior captain, Ryan Wilford, opens his ledger.
Might have to go interview him again. Great job by Wilford. Good two-way guy. That's just an easy play. Low little snapper in. You'll get a better look at it here. That's a lot of traffic, though. You take away the eyes, the little flash in front there. Whoever that was that came in front there, little flash past the goalie, kind of blurs his vision, and greatly timed shot, low shot by Wilford.
4-year varsity player, 4 goals all of last season. They do think those numbers are going to build for Ryan this season as he just flat takes a bigger role on that blue line. Back and forth we go. Clarkston back in front for the second time.
Look out.
Sheldon into the offensive zone. Great save made by Damian, kept the pads down.
Big juicy rebound. If there's somebody going down the slot, that's probably a goal, but big stop by Damian nevertheless.
Gustafson plays it to space where there's a big hit over there. Truby, who's got one of the Clarkston goals tonight, laid the lumber. A little bit extracurricular activity on that near corner as Walker held the zone. Walker plays it in front. Waffling puck goes wide. Gustafson out to center with Sheldon. Tired Marquette bodies right now. They got to change some of the forwards. Walker whacking at Sandstrom in that corner. Held at the blue line, and Scott's got to freeze it as Walker put it on net before making a change. And now they can change fully everybody as they're about to get an offensive zone faceoff. Clarkston is.
And I love the speed that Brody Sheldon had on that play up the left wing there. He brought it in one-on-one and got a great shot, went for that far pad. You see that a lot. Guys shoot for those pads, low, big rebounds. Great instincts, great IQ that young man has. A really good young player for Marquette.
Coming up on 10.5 to go, second period. Clarkston just scored to regain the lead. Wilford's wrist shot from the blue line made it 2-1. Big collision behind the net. Luke Walker working hard for Clarkston. Wolves hold the zone, right side of the blue. And now Marquette comes ahead. Puck was tipped to the red line deep. Matulowicz tipping it deep. He had to come out the ice on a change. This is not... Marquette can't get the puck along the near side of the ice. Schackermeyer stepped up from the blue line, played it in front for Clarkston. Seeding back to the blue line. Now here's some sustained offensive zone pressure. Schackermeyer shoots it wide.
Didn't miss by much.
Matala tipped on deep by Pond, who's played a physical game tonight. Pass in front, shot high and wide. Balkowski's shot was tipped into the mesh. Still a 2-1 Clarkston lead with 9:33 to go in the second period. Marquette's about to go to the power play for the second time tonight as Drew Seeding will take a seat for Clarkston.
Great chance in front for Balkowski, who's had a really good second period. He needed about a 7-iron, and that was like a 9-iron in front. Just fired it over the crossbar.
It's not a broadcast until we reference golf, so there we go.
Well, we're already doing hockey,
we
so
are.
I don't need to reference that.
It's right. You're right. It's wrong.
You know me well.
Well, if you watched any of Benny and I's football broadcast this year, you know that it's not a Ben Holden broadcast until there is a probably gratuitous, unnecessary reference to hockey.
Not always. But a lot of times, yes, I'll give you that.
The majority, yes.
We like to have fun with it. Big opportunity here for Marquette.
Yeah, let's see if they can score on the power play to tie this up. Their only goal of the night came even strength. Clarkston does have a power play goal tonight. Second power play of the night for Marquette. Shot saved by Damian. Clarkston gets it down the ice. Nice job by Aller clearing the zone.
This is their first group out there. You've got Brody Lemire, their captain, who's got it now right up the middle of the sheet with Sheldon. They'll play Sheldon on that left flank.
Rimmed around the boards. Balkowski holds the zone, right side of the ice. Quick passing, near side. Space and shot tipped into the mesh. Good look for Lemire. And an active stick by Braden Wegner on the kill for Clarkston.
Yeah, it was really active. He took away a really good opportunity as Brody Lemire. Wish we could have talked to him longer, but maybe we'll talk to him after the game depending on the outcome. But really confident young man. You can see it in his game on the ice. You could hear it in his voice. You could see it in his walk. Great leader for this Marquette team, and that was a really good chance that, as you said, Evan, Wegner knocked away.
Nice shot right off the draw. Sandstrom sent it wide. There's still about half this power play to go for Marquette. Coming up on 8.5 to go in the second period. It's a 1-0 game after one. Andreessen has scored in this period for Marquette. Ryan Wilford has scored in this second stanza for Clarkston. Jamison Sandstrom rims it around the boards. Marquette gets the extra body to it. Trey Savola passing to the goal line extended. In front. Ooh, opportunity for Aho to pull the trigger. He didn't. Spagnuolo shot. Save Damian. Coming up on 20 seconds to go on the power play. Marquette aiming to tie this hockey game for the second time tonight. Good work. On the kill, it's an offside play. Finn Walker created that offside, and may have effectively killed off the rest of the power play for Marquette. They only got 12 seconds.
Yeah, it's good pressure. Good pressure there at the point. Force them out. You see it right here, and way to stay with it. Just a tough handle, is just unable to keep that in on that right point. But 13 seconds on the clock, so they got to win the draw, try to get it in, and they don't. So pretty much will do it now.
Wilford clears, and the Clarkston penalty kill remains perfect on the young season. They're 2 for 2.
2 shots for Marquette on the power play. And I'd like to see that first unit have another chance. I think they generate a little bit more with the skill they've got on it, but you got to tip your hat to Clarkston. They did the job once again.
Walker hoping for seating on a stretch pass, didn't work. Ends up rolling all the way on Scott, and he is forced to freeze for a faceoff. So ends up working out here for Clarkston. They're going to get an offensive zone faceoff here.
You know, I really enjoyed talking to Nathan Breyer, Evan. I know you did too. And you know, one of the things we talked to him about identity and culture, and he said we have a high level of respect for our program. We treat our guys like they're college athletes. We have a high level of accountability, high level of respect for our teammates, our players, our staff, and it's great to see what a great job Nathan's done, a Clarkston native in his own right in his 6th year, building and having consistency in this program.
Yeah, you can really see the genuine joy he gets for having this job. When he interviewed for the job, he said, honestly, I kind of wanted to be assistant. I didn't want the pressure.
We get that. I mean, some guys want to be in charge. Some guys want to be an assistant.
Oh, boy, now we got some hitting. Walker gave a punch to a Marquette player. And I think they're going to send them both here. That was Sheldon and Walker behind the play. One guy lost his stick. Walker got mad and punched Sheldon in the back, and they'll both end up sitting here.
Well, I'll tell you what, no disrespect to Walker, but you get Sheldon off the ice for 2 minutes, right? I mean, you'll take that. You'll take that if you're Clarkston. There's the play at the end. The shoulder came in there from Finn Walker, and you said, and you don't see it there, but Sheldon, a little bit of retaliation, so you get arguably one of, if not Marquette's best player offensively off the ice here for a couple of minutes.
They're talking to the Marquette bench. Wow, this is going to be Clarkston power play here. No, they'll bring an extra Marquette guy onto the ice. They will roll 5-on-5. Marquette was late getting Matulowicz, the extra body, onto the ice.
2-2 on each guy for holding.
It's our second different 2-2 tonight. Tipped on to Scott. He'll freeze it again. Take a spray of snow in the process.
Well, on the Marquette side, Barrett Kibe is one of the assistants to Doug Garrow, the former Northern Michigan assistant coach, back when Rick Comley was the head coach back there in Marquette way back throughout the 90s and in the 80s. And Doug not able to coach for the first few games of the season. School-imposed reasons for that is what we were told. We'll leave it at that. But Barrett Kibe, we'll talk with him. We'll talk with Nathan Breyer at the end of this period and get the two head coaches' thoughts on the game to this point.
Clarkston holds that blue line as we come up on 6 minutes to go in the second period. 1-goal lead for Clarkston. Marquette tied it earlier in this period on an Andreessen goal. And then Wilford scored on a wrist shot from the blue line to give Clarkston the lead back. Opening night of the season. Good crowd here on a Saturday night. Early season statement win this would be for Clarkston.
Sure would. 7-6 of the shots in the period in favor of Marquette. Each team with a goal.
Truby, tough angle shot. Scott made the save.
To your point, Evan, this would be a big win for Marquette too, right?
Right.
I mean, to come down here and beat two of the better programs in Southeast Michigan.
Big wrist shot top of the slot. Kennedy sent it wide. And Marquette will just ice the puck here because they got exhausted bodies. And you can do that in high school. You ice the puck and still get a change. That's what they're going to do.
I want to see Kennedy on the ice more, shooting the puck. I know he's going off there into the bench there, left side of your screen. But I really liked what I saw from this big rig in the first period. He had a couple of really good chances. Number 18, 6'3". The kid's an 08. So he is a young pup still as a junior. And he is a big rig, and I think he's going to be a dominant player as the season goes on. I want to see him shoot that puck every chance he gets.
3-on-2 for Marquette. Passing back. Slot shot, and Damian made the save. Got out of the crouch and made the save with a catching glove.
Fine young Finn. Savola, Trey Savola with the shot there. Bit of a rising shot there. But nevertheless, Brady Damian, the 4-year guy in net, comes up with the trapper there.
What do you think about the script cursive on the Clarkston jerseys?
I like it. I'm a big fan of it. I like the old script Michigan State one. Michigan does one of those too. I like it.
That's right.
What do you think?
I love it.
Yeah.
I think every sports jersey, if possible, should be cursive.
I think it's great. I like the look. I like their design. I like their arena. I love the turnout here, man. This is awesome. Pretty much a full house here on a Saturday night here in Bloomfield Hills.
Under 5 to go in this second period. Marquette gets that puck back into the offensive zone, absorbing some blows, working hard, passing to the slot, nobody home. Now Clarkston will gain the red line and fire it on Scott. How do you think Finn Scott's played tonight for Marquette in between the net?
I think he's played great. I mean, let's go back to those saves he had earlier in this period, right? Had 2 10-bellers, had the 2-on-0. He shut down. I think he's played really well, and they're very fortunate. Our Marquette having 2 really good goaltenders. They're each playing one of these games on this road trip. He's been good for him.
Couldn't get it all the way down. Swing and a miss on that attempt to send it further down the ice, but Aller does come back and get the puck. 2-0 start to the year for Marquette. They've scored 13 goals in the first 2 games. Clarkston shutting them down so far tonight. They hold that blue line with Nevenhoven. Puck squirts to the near side of the ice. Marquette holds again. Smacked to the far side of the ice by Belkowski. And all the way down the ice, this will be icing on Clarkston.
Yeah, we've talked a lot about Clarkston, and you got to look at their fan turnout here. That's awesome to see. And I want to talk about their captain a little more, Ryan Wilford. Nathan Breyer said to us, he said, he's an unbelievable young man, great human, great person in our community. He's good in our school. The non-negotiable things, he's great, and there's a good look at him right there. He's a 4-year guy in the blue line. He scored tonight, and you love to hear those things about these young guys that play high school sports, specifically high school hockey. And well-spoken, had a great time talking with him at the end of the first, and he's got a big goal here for his team tonight, Evan.
Feels like a big final 3 minutes of this second period. What does the game look like as we go into the third?
Tight.
Marquette coming into the offensive zone with speed. I think if you had to describe this hockey game in one word tonight, yeah, tight is the right one.
It is, and there's been chances. Both these teams have had chances. The goalies have really done their jobs, and as a result, we got 3 goals with 3 minutes to go in the middle period.
Schackermeyer couldn't clear the zone. Still can't clear the zone. Marquette gets extra bodies to the puck, and finally, Clarkston sends that thing out to center. Nearly 450 miles, Marquette's trip here today. Shot goes wide again. It's nothing, man. They're used to long trips.
Yeah, it's good talking to their coach, their interim coach right now, Barrett Kive, and I asked him about, where you at conference-wise, who do you play, and aside from trips like this, they'll come down to Trenton. He said they'd come down and play a game or two in that. They don't have to come across the Mackinac Bridge. And Clarkston, obviously, they don't have to go far. They play here, and you get a look there at some of the key highlights. Tim Miller was a guy I knew really well at Michigan. He was a really good college player. He played in the American League a long time. Knew his dad really well and his family, and all the athletic programs at Clarkston, very high-end, high level. There's more on Timmy Miller there, and a couple of years in the USHL. He played a really good college career, did Tim, and so many great athletes. And as you talked about, Evan, this Clarkston team, they're going to have a legitimate shot to win a state championship this year. They're a deep unit and a veteran unit, and they're well coached with a lot of good talent.
Yeah, Nathan Breyer, their head coach, said before the year, everyone in Division I just assumes that Catholic Central at this point is going to win it every
But
year.
you can't.
But Nathan Breyer said, look, if your goal is not to win the state championship
Why are you
at the high
playing?
school level, why are you playing?
Yeah.
And
No.
I respect the heck out of it.
Yep. Hey, I mean, teams have found a way. I know your beloved Shamrocks, but Heartland's got them. I think Brighton got them, right? I mean, the teams have taken them down. Any team is beatable. And you're right. You got to believe.
Oh, and in the slot they score again. Gavin Anderson got a fortunate bounce, and he snipes one home. Largest lead of the night for Clarkston.
That is a massive goal with 94 seconds to go in this middle period to play. A bang-bang play. Great job by Anderson. Just found space. Nobody picked him up. He's all alone. He's got to be covered there. You see Marquette coming back over from that left wing corner a little bit late, but he's all alone there and just ripped that thing as soon as it was on his tape.
3-1 lead for Clarkston. Andreessen scored that goal early in this second period to make it a 1-1 hockey game at the time, but Clarkston's gotten a couple from Wilford and Anderson. Coming again into the offensive zone. Loose puck in the slot. Bodies tangled up in that far circle. One of the Marquette defenders looking around. Cannot believe he didn't get a call. That was Jack Pond again, who seems to be involved in every play tonight. Tried to take somebody out. Didn't work. Carson Benedict onto the ice for Clarkston. Wagner at the blue line. His shot was blocked. Let's watch now. End of the second period, start of the third. What do the legs look like for Marquette? They just played last night. These are 16, 17, 18-year-olds. Their stamina on paper is higher than a 35, 36-year-old, but still, Marquette playing a grueling hockey game tonight after beating one of the state's best, Brother Rice, 5-2 last night. One last rush for Marquette in this second period. Caleb Aho tripped up, no call. Aho plays it to space. And a whistle behind the play. They may have gotten too many men on the ice on Marquette. That is exactly what the initial signal is. Marquette burned for too many men on the ice in the offensive zone. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 on the ice there. Great catch by our crew. And that is the absolute last thing that Marquette wanted to happen. Already down 2. Even if Clarkston doesn't score here, final 14 seconds of the second period, that power play time is going to carry over into the third. It is starting to snowball on Marquette late in the second period. Anderson wins the faceoff. Wilford pass. Right side shot goes wide. That'll effectively kill off the rest of the second period. But Clarkston, in their first game of this 2025-26 season, one they hope that ends at USA Hockey Arena, celebrating in March. They score the final couple of goals in this second period on Marquette. Wilford and Anderson score the second period goals after Truby scored the first period goal. And it's 3-1 Clarkston Wolves over Marquette Sentinels after 34 minutes of hockey tonight. Couple of top 10 teams matching wits on this Saturday night. Clarkston, one of the best in Division I. Marquette may be the best in Division III. You know, if they end up playing the other best team in Division III, or should Lake St. Mary's in the state championship, that would be a rematch of that classic 8 overtime game back in 2008. That was the last time Marquette got to the state championship. They were on a run there in the 2000s. 4 trips to the state title game for Marquette from 2002 to 2008. But they've gotten all they can handle from Nathan Breyer's Clarkston Wolves tonight. Head man for Clarkston, who's a Clarkston alum, is standing by down by his dressing room with Ben. Let's go to him.
All right, Nathan, let's talk about this hockey game. 2 periods in the books. Up by 2. Let's start first with a goal by your captain to put you on top. What'd you see on that play? What do you make of it?
Yeah, it's kind of our game plan going into it. We wanted to throw pucks on net and have the no shot's a bad shot mentality.
Yep.
And again, our leadership group gets it done. Just kind of had eyes. We had a great net front presence, so exactly kind of how we drew it up.
And the play by Anderson, that's a huge goal. We know how big goals are late in periods. Got into space, nobody picked him up, and he did what he does, right?
Yeah, that whole line just kind of did the right thing. We had a good forecheck. They made 5, 10-foot support plays. There was a lot of talk, and then things open up. So, again, it was 3 guys who have kind of been around for a little bit that just made a kind of a quote-unquote veteran play.
They're fun to watch, and those 5-foot passes are important, right? I mean, a lot of guys don't make those passes, but that was a great play. What do you make of the way your team has played through 2 so far?
Well, I like our pace, right? Like we talked about, our identity, our pace has been great. We're getting up and down the ice. That's what we wanted to do. The kicker is so is theirs. This is going to, like I said before the game, it's going to probably go 51 minutes here.
Yep. Adjustments, anything front and center, or you got to get in with your coaches and go through things before the third?
Yeah, there's always adjustments, right? Kind of reacting to what they do. They made a couple adjustments. I think the big thing is keeping the game in front of us on the back end, and then, again, getting up north-south hockey.
Great. We'll let you get in with your team. Thanks for this.
Yes, thank you.
All right, there you go, Evan. Back up to you.
Appreciate Coach Breyer and all the help the Clarkston hockey program has given us in the last couple of days. Same deal with Marquette. Pleasure to cover these 2 awesome programs. And what's been a fun night of hockey so far. Clarkston's winning it so far. 3-1 lead after 20 periods. 2 periods.
Love Peace and Threads Design Bar, a unique new fashion experience in downtown Milford. Get ready to elevate your style by stepping foot in their design shop. Love Peace and Threads Design Bar offers specialized collections of custom apparel. They've got custom denim jackets and sweatshirts to dresses and hats, and they've got a variety of options to choose from. Whether you're looking for a one-of-a-kind piece or you want to set a new fashion trend, their store has got you covered with endless customization options. But that's not all. Their design bar is also the perfect place for a fun and creative night out. And you can do a celebration, book a party, and bring the full experience. Gather your family or friends and design your own custom jacket, complete with patches and your own personal touches, and unleash your imagination and create something truly special with their hands-on design experience. Love Peace Threads Design Bar is more than just a store. It's a place where fashion meets creativity and community. Watch the live broadcast right here on the Prep. Watch and subscribe. Here's the QR code. Follow us all season long. 125 games of high school action right here live and on demand on the Prep.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Couple of periods of hockey down, 1 to go. Clarkston's got a 3-1 lead as we approach the start of the 3rd period. Barrett Kive, the acting head coach for Marquette, is downstairs, standing by with Beck.
All right, Ev, thanks. Outside the Marquette locker room with Barrett. And Barrett, give me your thoughts on the game through 2 so far. What's standing out the most for you?
That's a little sloppy. The Olympic sheet's big. A lot of time and space, more time and space than we're used to. I don't like our forecheck right now. I don't like how we're playing right now as far as our intensity and willingness for F1 to get on the puck. So we got some things to work on, definitely.
What will your message be to the team? Is that it?
That's it. Yeah. I mean, I let them. They got to hash this one out together. There's not much I can say as far as X's and O's and execution. I mean, we got to go out and just play harder. So that's all that needs to happen for us.
All right, we appreciate it. Thanks for the time and good luck in the third.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, guys.
All right, you bet. Evan back up top here in a 2-goal game with Clarkston on top, 3-1.
Yeah, that's funny, right? Coach Kibe is the acting head coach. Doug Garrow will be back sooner rather than later from Marquette. He's suspended to start the season, but that's an assistant coach who sure sounds like a head coach and sure sounds like he knows what the situation is here. Boys just got to turn it on in the third period. Understandable that the legs wouldn't be as fresh after playing last night, but still 17 minutes for Marquette to flip the script. After a couple periods of hockey, it's Clarkston 3 and Marquette 1 in this highly anticipated early season tilt.
The store is set up. He's got the order. And he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
My dad and my grandfather are officials. I've grown up around officials and seeing how much they enjoy being part of the games. As a student athlete, I've always appreciated the people out there who are willing to give back to the kids. The Legacy program lets me officiate while I'm still in high school, working younger kids' games. Officiating gives me a better understanding of the game. I get to make some pretty good money for a high school kid, and I even get to spend some quality time with my dad. There's help wanted. Just whistle.
Parents Changing Spaces is a locally owned, free senior living referral and placement service. They help families who have loved ones that can no longer independently care for themselves find a place to live. They work with families across Southeast Michigan to find all types of senior housing, including assisted living, memory care, and residential care homes. In addition, if your loved one is in need of some assistance but not yet ready to make a move, they can provide guidance and resources for in-care home givers, physical and occupational therapy, transportation, and much more. Parents Changing Spaces service is complimentary and of no charge to you. Give them a call today, 844-772-7368, to learn how they can help your family. Do you want your school's games on the Prep? Well, find out how by contacting us today at info@theprepsports.com. We're now booking for the winter and spring sports seasons, and we've got some openings that remain in the fall for football, girls volleyball, and boys soccer. Take your school and program to the next level by elevating the game with The Prep.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Barre Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596 0002, visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
Want to thank our food sponsor tonight, Smokey G's Smokehouse, located at 2670 Atwater Street in Detroit. Get them at 313-693-2533, the best smokehouse in the D.
We are the MHSAA, a collection of 750 high schools and 750 middle schools, from Temperance to Copper Harbor, from New Buffalo to Alpena. Each year, more than 250,000 students play one of our 28 sports. More than 1.5 million fans attend our postseason games. There are 30,000 coaches and 8,000 officials, not to mention all of the volunteers. The MHSAA believes in the 4 S's. School sports should be safe and kept in the appropriate scope. We believe nothing beats great sportsmanship, and that scholarship in the classroom is more important than excellence on the field or court. Most of all, we believe school sports should be fun. So come out and join us at a game. Support your school, support your community, and come see what the excitement is all about.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
4 wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
Third period coming up. Opening night of the season for Clarkston. It's the third game of the season for Marquette. Clarkston's got a 3-1 lead, Ben, as we approach the start of the third period. And I'm fascinated by what the Marquette coaching staff just told you outside the dressing room going into this third period. It's pretty simple. He said, hey, the guys got to bring the juice. They got to turn this thing around as we go into the third period, which I thought was really fascinating because it would be easy for them to say, look, we just played last night, tired legs, but Marquette doesn't want to hear it as we go into the third.
No, I mean, these kids are competitive. They want to win. They come to the rink every day. They expect to win. That's what drives them. And, you know, they're high school hockey players for a reason. So, yeah, I think there's legitimacy in what Barrett Kibe said. You know, you could see it. He's like, hey, you guys got to figure it out, man. You got to come. You got to play. You got to do what you got to do. And you still got a full period of play here. So you got an opportunity here with a power play for 145 for Clarkston to begin the period. So that's going to be massive for Marquette to get out of here without any more damage against.
Already 3-1 Clarkston. As Ben said, they're going to open up the third on a power play, another goal that maybe, just maybe, puts too much distance between them and Marquette.
Do you want your school's games on the Prep? Well, find out how by contacting us today at info@theprepsports.com. We're now booking for the winter and spring sports seasons, and we've got some openings that remain in the fall for football, girls volleyball, and boys soccer. Take your school and program to the next level by elevating the game with The Prep.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
Third period coming up. Marquette will start this period on a penalty kill for a minute 45 more, Ben. And we've talked about the history of Marquette.
Yep.
All those state championships. They technically split that title in 08 with Orchard Lake St. Mary's because of the legendary 8 overtime game.
Yep.
As we were just talking about, what I'm more fascinated now to watch after what you just gleaned from the coaching staff going into the third period, how much jump do they have to start this third period? And I got to start it off fast because they're still on the penalty kill for darn near the entire time.
Yeah, $1:45 to go in that. Nevenhoven's in there. Riley Nevenhoven's in there for a minute 45. So they got to get through that, burn through that. You see their resume over the years. That 88 one still stings, I'm not going to lie. That was my junior year. They beat us in the regional final. But a tip of the cap, Jerry Sullivan was their coach back then. He was there a long time. And, again, a great hockey city in the great state of Michigan up there on Lake Superior and Marquette. And I think they're going to come with a push here, Evan. I do. I think they're well coached. I think these players got a lot of pride, so we'll see how it goes here in the PK for them.
Right off that face-off, they whip it down the ice. About a minute and a half still remaining on this Clarkston power play as they try to win on opening night. They were so happy to have a school like Marquette on the schedule to start the season.
Yeah.
Nathan Breyer, Clarkston's head coach, said, frankly, it's an honor to play a school like Marquette. And Clarkston last year, man, they tested themselves. They finished 16-11-1. They played Flint Powers, Marquette, Brighton, Detroit Catholic Central, Heartland, Brother Rice. Clarkston's no dummies. They know if they want to go win the state championship, they got to play the best of the best. Credit to them.
Yeah, you know, and you asked that question about scheduling, and that shot off the mark, but
oh, big puck still loose. Finn Scott stretching out the blocking pads.
I'll hold that thought.
Yeah, may actually gotten a piece with his skate. Setting up with the power play. Clarkston whiffs on the pass. Marquette cannot clear on the first try, and they barely clear on the second try. A couple of swings and a miss.
Yep, that hit, I believe, Truby in front. Maybe it was Kennedy, but tell you what, blowing a tire there at center. Those two kids are massive. Walked off down between periods when I was down there, and they are giants, both of them. They're both 6'3".
Seeding swings it left. Still time in this power play for Clarkston. Slot shot tipped wide. A waffling puck that went just wide. Wilford held the blue line. Well done by the captain. Belkowski with time and space, and he'll saucer it all the way down the ice.
Well, Marquette's got 20 to go in the kill, so that is their first objective here, as we talked, Evan, to get through the remaining time. Nearly drew a penalty there.
Yeah, Pond fell down, no whistle. That would have given us a little bit of 4-on-4 time.
Mm-hmm.
Under 5 to go in the Clarkston power play. Mission 1 of the period accomplished for Marquette. They have killed off the power play for Clarkston. Clarkston still got it in the offensive zone. Play into the slot, nobody home. Seth Sandstrom off the bench, racing into the offensive zone. Lost the puck in the slot. Still loose, and a shot went wide. Gustafson had a lot of steam coming off that wrist shot.
Sandstrom's a player that the coaches love his hands. Silky mitts, as they say in the room, and pretty good skater, too, as you saw in that last rush.
Where does Silky mitts rank on hockey compliments? That's got to be top 10, top 5?
Oh, it's top 5 for sure, right? Don't you think? I think it is. I think it's top 5.
I was never told I had silky mitts, so I you know.
Stone hands?
Ben,
that's the other end of the spectrum.
I was always one of the best forward skaters on the team. Don't ask me to skate backwards. Whenever we would have to skate circles backwards, it was terrible. It was the non-highlight of my month. I can go forwards all the live long day. Backwards, there's a reason I wasn't a defenseman.
Love it.
Anyway.
We digress.
Clarkston's got it in the offensive zone again. As we were talking about, Marquette really owned the offensive zone possession time in the first period or so, but Clarkston has taken that away the last period and a half, I'd say.
Yeah, I agree with that. They've come along, and I think they've played a strong game. They've done well with special teams. Obviously, the power play goal that took all of 4 seconds. They've killed some penalties. They've been good at 5-on-5. And you heard Nathan Breyer talk about, when I asked him about the goal from Wilford, he said that's exactly what we want. They had traffic in front. They've got timely goals. The Anderson play was a bang-bang play, and you know, those 5, 6, 7 foot passes A lot of guys can't make that pass, and I know that sounds funny, but those are the passes that really lead you to goals, those small area passes, and that was a great job as Anderson, who has it on his stick, buried that goal late in the second.
A lot of time without a whistle here. Truby, who has one of the Clarkston goals, lost the puck. Bałkowski took it away. Physical play continuing in that near corner.
Yeah, that was close to being a penalty on Clarkston there. They may have got away with one, but they'll play on.
Working that puck to the slot. Good work defensively by Marquette. Just no way for Clarkston to pull the trigger. That's the effort the coaching staff was looking for in the room in between periods.
That's right. You got to be hard on the puck. Dog on bone, right? You got to be hard on it. Kennedy battled through, and he was pretty hard on the puck too, but it was finally cleared out of the zone.
Jacob Spagnuolo's got the puck. Really nice night for the blue liner for Marquette. Pitchforked out to center again by Clarkston. We're coming up on 5 minutes into this third period. Clarkston scored twice in the second after Marquette tied it up at 1. To state the absolute obvious, the next goal in this game is important. When it comes and how it comes is the question. Aller striding ahead from the blue line. Sandwiched, kept on going.
Ooh.
Gibson threw it in front. Loose puck, slot shot coming, and it's a score! All that time and space. Braden Wegner tickles the twine, and it's 4-1.
Wegner's had a strong game. He's made some big plays. None bigger than this one, as you'll see. Walks right down Broadway, steps into it. Quick wrist shot. Beautifully shot, beautifully placed. Top corner on the blocker side there. Excellent. That's a big goal, to your point, Evan. When's it going to come? Well, it came about 30 seconds after you said that. And that's a huge goal for Clarkston to make it a 3-goal lead.
And think about half of their goals tonight have come from defensemen. Wilford and Wagner both on a big pair of wrist shots. Again, to state the absolute obvious, if you can get scoring as a hockey team from your defensemen, it's a sign of a pretty good year potentially ahead. Clarkston coming into that offensive zone again, and a big hit in the near corner.
And really, for the most part, I'm looking at the shot chart from period 2. The only shot really from either team so far in the game, and it was a goal that was put in by Ryan Wilford, that has been above the circles. So both these teams getting into those scoring areas, and that's where you see all the goals scored, right? You see them 25 feet and in, and both teams have done a great job at that.
Kennedy, beautiful drop pass. Oh, and he fanned on the other attempt, and a shot from the blue line goes wide. An unsettled sequence for 10 seconds there that almost produced a Clarkston goal 3 different times.
Yep. This unit, Anderson and Truby and Kennedy, they're only going to get better as the season goes on. I don't think they had a bad start, but I think each shift from the opening shift they had, they've been better and better each time out.
Shot tipped into the mesh, out of play.
And I love the mix. Anderson's a senior in the middle, Kennedy a junior, and Truby's a sophomore on the wing for head coach Nathan Breyer. And top line there, first ever coaching position. Played in college, played some USHL hockey, played a season at Mercyhurst, and decided to get into coaching. And he's done a tremendous job here, and he's got a great mind for the game, got a great staff, and they got something special up there in Clarkston.
And Coach told us as we were getting ready for this broadcast, absolutely it means a little more when I'm coaching at my alma mater, right? You put, even though no one really wants to win, you put a little extra into it when you're coaching your alma mater, maybe a few extra hours getting ready for a game.
Yep, no doubt about it. You take a lot of pride. I said this morning, doing an international rugby match, you take a lot of pride in the colors that you put on and you wear for your country in that case, but in your school in that case too. It's a very prideful thing, and it means a lot to Nathan Breyer and his coaching staff and all of his players and their families in support of their program.
You know, if you say prayers before you go to bed, say a prayer for Ben's vocal cords today. How many games you on today, man?
This is 3. 3 last Saturday, 3 this week. I got the easy job tonight. You're calling it. I just get to ride shotgun, man.
Well,
but thank you.
Well, I needed to hear that today. Thank you.
It's all good, man.
Thank you.
I like doing the off roll every now and then, the rink side, or being here doing color with you, like we've done a lot over the last few years. So, yeah, I was up early this morning, closing the day out with another night in the rink. So it's a great day for me. And there's their head coach, Nathan Breyer. We're talking about him, and he uses that phrase pace. Every coach has an ism, what they want to be, and their mantra, and that's their mantra. They want to pace. They want to play at a pace. They want to play at that pace all game long.
Nice save by Finn Scott right off the faceoff. Nevenhoven, Parker Nevenhoven. There's a couple of them on the team.
Yeah.
And Finn Scott, they're going to be the 2 netminders this year for Marquette. Look, even if they drop this game tonight, I think coming downstate, playing teams like Brother Rice, Clarkston, not quite mission accomplished for Marquette because they wanted to win both games. Quick turnaround and a save by Damian. But they're getting a lot out of playing these games early on in the season, building a lot of calluses that'll help them out later on in the year for sure.
No doubt about it. And we were talking earlier, down he goes. Penalty coming up here. It's going to be a power play for Marquette. I'll get back to that in a minute, Evan.
Yeah, that's a hit by Wilford behind the net. And with all the physical play we've had all night, specifically in this third period, someone was going to get a penalty eventually. This time it's Ryan Wilford for Clarkston.
Yeah, there's a look at it there. And, yeah, just up too high there. And arms extended, takes down the Marquette player there. Looked like Tyler Matulowicz went down. So Marquette, you still got 9 minutes to go here. There's plenty of time. This is really, for me, though, it's a must-have on this power play. See if they can get one here to get it to a 2-shot game.
Marquette hasn't scored on the power play tonight. They're 0 for 2. Working to space behind the net. Golden chance to get back in it.
Ooh.
Cross-ice pass. A little bit too wide, a little bit too behind its intended target. Time and space for Clarkston, and they'll clear.
Yeah, that was Jamison Sandstrom who was sneaking in the back door there and trying to get that puck, and they just missed connecting on that. A Marquette player down in the corner way behind us, so it's 4-on-4 here.
Got to race back up the ice and make it 5-on-4. Coming into the offensive zone with space. Loose puck and a shot high and wide. Oh, my goodness. When you wake up in the morning, you dream about an opportunity like that. But Savola sent it out of the rink.
Oh, my goodness. Trey Savola drops the head saying, how did I miss? Oh, what a glorious chance that would have been to get it to a 2-goal game, but they still got 80 seconds to go in the PP, and they get their top group out there, Evan.
And if Clarkston can kill off yet another Marquette power play, what another encouraging sign to start the season, to go perfect on the PK so far.
Yep.
Right into the Clarkston bench, so this will bring the face-off back into the defensive zone for Clarkston. Doug Garrow is the head coach for Marquette, and he will be back later on this year, suspended to start the season.
Yep.
We've heard from their acting head coach, Barrett Kibe. Coach is here, by the way. He's just not on the bench.
Yep, just can't be on the bench right now, and they'll get him back soon enough. And love the passion that Barrett has. Played at Northern Michigan.
Setting up Sheldon. Forward playing D on this power play. They feed it back to him. Playing pitch and catch near that blue line. Big wrist shot blocked in front. Sheldon holds the zone for Marquette. And then they inadvertently clear the zone for Clarkston.
Yeah, this Marquette power play, I want to see this unit get some shots. I mean, it's fine to move it around, but they got to get pucks at the net. They try it right there, and just out of the reach there of Lemire.
And really not enough time to change the bodies. 30 seconds to go on the power play for Marquette. 0 for 2 so far tonight. One last rush, coming ahead with speed into the offensive zone. What a rush this is. Sandstrom walked all the way into the offensive zone.
The silky mitts, Ev.
Those are silky. Wrist shot wide. 10 seconds to go on the Marquette power play. Sandstrom goal line extended. Sheldon, wrist shot, save. Damian got a piece. Loose puck whacking away and clear. Jamison Sandstrom sends it wide. Another impressive kill for Clarkston. Game 1 of the year, and they're perfect on the PK.
Yeah, it's a big feather in their cap here tonight because there's a lot of talent on that first unit. There's talent on the second unit for Marquette, but that first unit, they've got clearly their best 5 guys out on the ice. And in the late stages of the power plays, you'll see here, they got the puck at the net, to the crease, to the blue paint. They had really good chances early in the game when they did that. I think Clarkston's adjusted as you got to look there at Barrett Cobb, who's right now the acting head coach of the team, one of their assistants. But that was better. They didn't get one, but man, they'd love to have that one from Savola there. He had that glorious chance earlier in the power play.
Gabor pass picked off by Matala. Evan Matala into the offensive zone. Nice kick save, Damien.
Good shot.
Brissett sends it behind the net. Coming up on 6 minutes to go. Marquette running out of time. Slot shot tipped high and out of play.
Well, you and I suppose, are responsible for selecting the G-Brand USA G of the game.
Oh, boy.
So I'm curious. I'm just going to tease you with this.
Okay.
Are you going from the goaltender position, the defense position, or the forward position? Where would your thought be at this stage of the game where it stands now?
I don't mean this in a mean way. I don't know if Brady Damien has made enough big saves tonight, even though he's only given up
the one early in the game he did.
That's absolutely, and that's not to say Brady's played a bad hockey game.
I get it.
Man, I would go. I think Ryan Wilford, the blue liner, the captain's played a great game.
Okay.
As we're about to get another whistle.
We'll revisit that in a couple minutes.
We will.
Do we have a hat? We don't have a hat. We're going to have to mail it.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll still do the award and all that. We'll make sure the player gets it, whoever it is. But there's the penalty. So here's Marquette now. You're down 3 with 6 to go. Now I'm looking to my right. Do you pull Finn Scott, or is there too much time left? We'll see. You get two-man advantage out there if you pull him.
What would you do?
They're going to take a timeout and talk about it. I think at this point, I would see if you win the draw and you keep it in. If you get a little sustained pressure, then I'd think about it. I mean, it is game, 3 of the regular season. And you don't work on these situations a lot in practice, right? I mean, let's be honest. I mean, you're not working on 6-on-4, but you never know. That's what I would do. I would see if you win the draw, if you can possess the puck inside of the zone maybe for 30 seconds or so, then you maybe give them a wave. We'll see, but I know you got to do something here, right?
We're going to pay some bills and hopefully get some more people interested in broadcast.
That's right.
Coming up later this year.
That's
I know
right.
we're wrapping up fall sports, but winter sports is in full swing.
Yep.
Hoops coming up just around the corner.
That's
Hockey
right.
season here.
Let's go.
Anytime you'd ever want your high school event with this high-level professional coverage on the Prep, reach out. You can follow us on all those social media platforms. If you're watching tonight, if you're watching the replay back after tonight, please like and subscribe and reach out at info@theprepsports.com.
We'll travel.
We will. Hey, you pay us, we'll be there.
You know what would be perfect?
What would be perfect?
It'd be perfect to go up to the UP and do a Marquette game and then make our way around Lake Superior and go up into the Keweenaw and do some games up there. That would be a fun trip.
Now, unfortunately, Marquette is making their debut on the Prep tonight, and if it's a losing debut, hopefully they wouldn't let that sway us.
Well, maybe they just want a chance at redemption.
Sure.
I'm looking at it that way, man.
Yeah, man. I was saying to Ben in a commercial break, I don't remember the last time I was up in the UP. Would love to make a trip.
You got to get up there.
Of course, we would be making a trip in January, which is literally the worst time of year to go.
The best time to go. You got to feel the full effect, Ev.
Okay, all right, Mr. 7 feet of snow. Power play here for Marquette. They have pulled the goalie. 6-on-4. Extra bodies. Can they capitalize?
I love the aggressiveness. Why not?
Down by 3. May as well push your chips in there. Sheldon's shot went wide. Seth Stanstrom tied up in the near corner. Marquette can get those extra bodies to the puck. They've pulled the goalie. A last-ditch effort to get back into the hockey game. Sheldon, shot wide. Long rebound. Clarkston handles. Searching at that open net. They clear it down for now.
That's a great play by Luke Walker. Came over, took away that attempt to get the puck, and he forces him 200 feet from the net. Great work by Walker.
Sandstrom coming ahead. Half the power play still remaining for Marquette. Sheldon tipped in front. Damian got a piece. Cross ice pass, tipped. Loose in the slot. Couldn't be cleared. Marquette steers it to space.
Oh.
Big hit. Marquette still possessing. Shot wide. Lemire chases it down. Still 40 seconds to go on the power play. The last gasp, it feels like, for Marquette. And they send the puck out of play. That should send the puck to neutral ice here, and maybe it forces Marquette to bring the netminder back in there.
Watch this play by Carson Benedict there. Loads up, makes the play. Good physical play, but Marquette unable to do anything yet. 36 seconds to go, and see if they can win the draw here.
They did end up keeping the faceoff in Clarkston's defensive zone. They win it and clear. Great effort here by Seating to get to the puck.
Sure is.
Drew Seating tied up, still got the puck back. What a shift by Drew Seating.
And if you remember, Evan, he's the one player when we asked Nathan Breyer who's under the radar, he said him. And he's played well tonight. Aside from that, here's Kennedy.
Maybe the slap shot wasn't required.
Use the wrist, young man.
No one cares how it looks if it's a goal on the stat sheet.
He's going to get another chance.
His wrist shot this time goes high and wide. And now he gets to say, you guys don't know what you're talking about. Savola chasing after it. Clarkston's got it. Both teams back to full strength. If the goalie was in the net for Marquette, he's still pulled.
Yep.
Down by 3, coming up on 3.5 to go. Oh boy. And now we got a headlock. Truby brought down a sentinel in that corner. And this will bring some guys together. As the line's been working hard in there. This is where it gets tricky. Game's starting to get out of hand with 3:41 to go. Two teams that have big dreams. You just hope nothing funny happens at the end of this game.
Yeah, and I give the players that were in there credit for just disengaging, not engaging at all after the play was made in the corner. And I'm going to mention it again, Mikey Truby and Cal Kennedy are a couple of big rigs. They are both 6'3". Truby's only a sophomore, Kennedy a junior. And Truby's going to go into the box. Looks like he'll have the only penalty that's going to be called here.
He was the one who put a Marquette player in a headlock in the corner.
Well, they're going to call one on Marquette, too.
Yeah, and the Marquette parents that are here are not happy. They send Spagnuolo to the box, too.
Yep.
You wonder if they give an extra minor here to Truby.
Would not shock me.
Especially since he was the guy to go into the box first. The Marquette parents are screaming at the officials who probably made the wrong move in directly addressing some of the Marquette fans when he went over to administer the penalty. All right, let's get a look.
Here's the look at what happened. Well, you don't really see it. It was behind the play there. And then back to it, and then you just see Truby there on top. And based on that evidence, I mean,
they did give an extra 2 minutes to Truby. That's what's on the scoreboard
they
here.
Should.
So.
They should.
And now they're going to send Cole Gibson to the box to help serve the penalty as well here for Clarkston. So their penalty kill remains perfect tonight, but they keep testing that penalty kill. 6-on-4 here. The netminder still pulled for Marquette.
Yep.
Clarkston clears the zone again.
Penalty killers take a lot of pride in that.
Goal here on the power play for Marquette, and there's some intrigue.
Mm-hmm.
They've got those 2 extra skaters on the ice. Shot went wide from Anderson. Benefit, of course, here on the penalty kill with that open net is you can keep firing down. You don't have to worry about an icing.
Like the pressure here from Clarkston on the PK, down 2 men.
Passing in front. Sheldon overskated the puck. 1:15 to go in the power play, 3 minutes to go in the game. Sheldon saucer pass center of the blue. Now fed back to the near side in Belkowski. Sheldon in front, blocked. Bodies careening behind the net. Clarkston clears again. That penalty kill tonight has been perfect.
4 for 4 to this point,
Yep.
right?
Yep. Special teams has helped probably win this hockey game for Clarkston.
Ooh.
Just wide. Seeding trying to get to it. Power play goal for Clarkston gave him the lead back in the second period.
Yep.
Penalty kill perfect. Still 2:12 to go. Savola off the bench. Sheldon, shot, save. Puck loose. Out to center. Clarkston counting down to an impressive win, 1 of the year. Marquette would fall to 2-1. They'd split the trip down to this side of the state. Beat Brother Rice last night, won their first 2 games this year, 13-2. But tonight, just a little bit too much jump from Clarkston. 90 seconds to go. Sandstrom shot. Damian made the save. I don't know if there's such a thing, Ben, as having a quietly stellar night, but that may be the best way to describe the way Damian's played tonight in between the pipes.
Well, I mean, I look at it a couple ways. You know, you've heard the adage about defensemen, if you don't mention their name a lot, it means they played well.
Right.
And, you know, there's an adage for goaltenders, too. And in the case of Brady Damian, stop the ones you're supposed to stop, right? Red Berenson said that forever, and he's yes, to use your phrase, he's went about it that way, and he's been really good and calmly on cue. Trapper save, another one for him. So tip of the cap to him.
You almost respect a goalie who can make a nonchalant glove save. Lord knows there's a lot of goalies who make that save and throw it up into the air. It's just nonchalant. Brady says no need for theatrics. I got it.
Yeah, just do your job, right? That old adage, too. Just do your job and do it well, and that's what he's done tonight.
Off the pipe. It didn't go in. I don't know how.
Oh, that would have been quite a sequence of.
The goalie's best friend is the post, and Brady's best friend just showed up. And Marquette's got to be thinking, we can't buy one down the stretch. As the great Doc Emmerich would say, hit the post with the shot. And I apologize, Doc, for doing a terrible impression. I think I speak for every hockey fan. We miss Mr. Emmerich on the broadcast Eastern every night. Blessed with so many great hockey voices around the sport. A minute to go on what's going to be win number 1 this year for Clarkston. 2 teams that have dreams of being at USA Hockey Arena and playing for a crown in March. That long journey, that long season, it's got to start somewhere. Started tonight for Clarkston in the middle of November. And their test 1 this season about to be passed. A perfect penalty kill, opportunistic offensive play, couple of goals in the second. Kennedy, wide. You know, Clarkston may have to spend a chunk of next practice just practicing shooting on open nets. How many times can you have a look at the open net and it goes wide? Pat the stat tells us that's 4 different chances. Clarkston's had an open net, and that one from Cal wasn't close. I mean, look, if you're Nathan Breyer, Clarkston's head coach, and you got to go to practice and work on empty net goals, that's a good problem to have. I believe that's what's called a champagne problem. Off the draw, Damian another save. Made that one with the blocker. Puck loose in the slot. Whacking away. Clarkston trying to get it out of the zone, and they will. It's a long journey to USA Hockey Arena. It's a long journey to try to win a trophy in March. Clarkston thinks they've got the ammo to do it this year. They wanted to test themselves in a game like this to start the year, and they just passed that test. They get the final 3 goals in the hockey game and take down one of the state's preeminent powers. Marquette loses to Clarkston. They win on night 1 of the year. Top 10 teams locking horns on this November night. Clarkston, preseason number 4 in Division I. Catholic Central, Howell, and Heartland, the only teams above them. Fun to see matchups like this early on in the year, by the way. Catholic Central played Howell the other night. Catholic Central won that game 4-2. Clarkston played a brutal schedule last year. They lost at home 3-2 to Marquette early in last year. Also went on to play Flint Powers, Brighton, Catholic Central, Heartland, Brother Rice. 8 of their 11 losses last year were by 2 goals or less. They lost to Flint Powers, Brighton, Brother Rice, and Marquette by a goal. Tonight, they wouldn't be denied. Last night, a frustrating night for the Clarkston athletic program. Clarkston falls in the football regional final to Detroit Catholic Central in a game they led 7-0 after the first quarter. Hockey team gets a little bit of better news in the minds of Clarkston athletic fans tonight. They score the final 3 of the hockey game. They win it 4-1. Ben's down by the dressing room preparing to talk to one of the Clarkston Wolves as RG of the game. I know we were just talking about it on air. I believe the leader in the clubhouse is the senior captain, Ryan Wilford. Wilford, Anderson, Truby, and Wegner, the 4 goals for Clarkston. Ryan Wilford, his 4th year on varsity. Been on the team since his freshman year. Last year, he scored in the big moments. Scored against Catholic Central. Scored against Brighton. 4 goals the whole year. He's got a goal on night 1 of this year. And Clarkston, an impressive early season statement. A 4-1 win over Marquette. And that captain, Ryan Wilford, is down ringside with Ben.
Evan, thanks here with the G-Brand USA G of the game. We're going to owe you a hat, but we'll make sure you get that. Ryan Wilford, I got to say first, I don't know if we showed the shot. You were carrying sticks, man. You were the ultimate team leader. Is that something you do every game, or did you get picked tonight?
No, I mean, it's what the C represents. You got to help out where you can, do whatever you want with the boys. I mean, yeah, that's it.
How's it feel to get this first one under your belt and get the win?
That's a great win. I mean, great game. Obviously, there's stuff we need to clean up, but can't ask for much better on a first game.
Yeah, well, I talked to you after the first period. In the second period, you go out. You get what proved to be the game-winning goal. What do you recall from it? Walk me through it the best you can on the play you scored on from the right point.
I mean, the forward was just a little too inside. Stepped around him and just saw a little hole, and I hit it. I mean, there's not much to it.
Easy play, right? That's what you do.
I mean, it's what I do.
That's what you do. Your penalty kill. I got to ask you about the PK. Guys finished 5 for 5. They're the goalie out for quite a bit there. Give a shout out to those guys. You're a part of that too.
I mean, all our penalty kill, all our goalies played well. That's just part of our identity. Got to be desperate. Got to block shots. Do stuff for the team.
Speaking of your goalie, Brady was just doing his job, right? We just dialed in tonight, wasn't he?
Yeah. I mean, you can't ask for more. Even on the 1 goal, he got the first 2 saves. We got to help him out on that 3rd one. He played great.
He kind of set the tone early in the game, right? On that, they got a couple of really good chances. What a calming presence he is. Last thing for you. What's next for you guys, and what do you look forward to when you get to play again?
Just got to keep working, keep going after it, keep working. Obviously, you want to get to the state championship, so it starts now.
Great. Thanks for this. Thanks for having us. We'll see you down the road. There's our G of the game, Ryan Wilford, the captain. The game-winning goal there in the second. Simple play. He just got the puck on net. You heard him there, Evan. It's what he does, and that's what Clarkston did well tonight, among many things in their game. That penalty kill was great. The power play contributed, and they played a really good team game, getting the win in their opener here tonight.
There's a saying that a picture is worth 1,000 words. I think that post-game smile from Ryan Wilford that was planted on his face the entire interview with Ben says 10,000 words. These guys have been waiting months to get back out there. A group that was battle-tested last year, played good team after good team. Ended up losing in the quarterfinals to Howell by a goal. Howell makes the state title game and gave Catholic Central a pretty good run in that state championship game before losing. Clarkston lost pieces from last year, there's no question. Trey Damian, Frank Stanek, Kyle Lynch, all gone. They had over 100 points last year. But a lot of guys back on this team. 14 returners from last year's team for Clarkston. Their coaching staff, led by Nathan Breyer, they were saying in the lead up to this game, we're not rebuilding, we're reloading. We want to play with pace. We want to get up and down the ice. We want to make the other team feel what we're doing. And that looked like a lot of the hockey game tonight. Wegner, Wilford, Truby, and Anderson, the goals for Clarkston in this game. Marquette gets the one from Cooper Andreessen. Got a big 5-2 win over Brother Rice last night, but they fall in this one tonight by the 4-1 final. They'll be back. Marquette, one of the best teams in Division III, right up there with Orchard Lake St. Mary's. Clarkston, one of the top teams in Division I. And you know, Ben, I guess it's just a couple games into the season, right? And in every sport, you wait so long for a season to start, and then it starts, and you try not to overreact to a first game or two of the season. But the thing that was impressive watching Clarkston tonight was their depth. The forward lines, the second and third line were making plays. The defensive pair were very steady. It's great to see Ryan with that big smile on his face the entire post-game interview. You could see how much it meant to get a win like that and for them tonight. And for a team that's going to keep playing good teams, a team that wants to go far this year, it's a very impressive opening night win for them.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw it. I don't know if we had a shot of that when he came off. He had all the sticks on the bench, man. That just shows you all you need to know, or need to know about that young guy. And loves his team, loves his teammates. Great win for them. I thought they were sound in every phase of the game tonight, and they cruised to a 3-goal win. So a tip of the cap to Nathan Breyer and his team tonight. Big win for them to kick off the season.
And a tip of our cap to our entire crew working hard, opening hockey broadcast of the season on the Prep.
Well done, boys and girls.
And this was mid-season form for everybody.
That's right, man.
Always great to be at the rink. We're excited to be at the rink throughout the MHSAA hockey season, and excited to cover good teams like Clarkston and Marquette. On this night, Clarkston scores the final 3 of the hockey game and outlasts Marquette by a 4-1 final. For Ben and the whole crew, led by our fearless executive producer, Alex Westfall.
That's right.
Evan Stockton saying so long from the rink tonight, Saturday Night Puck, and Clarkston wins it 4-1. Go enjoy the rest of your weekend.